Hello folks, Jose with Home Boats and Travel, bringing you a walkthrough of a 2016 NC14. Welcome aboard Freedom. This Jeanneau is equipped with a stainless steel anchor on a single roller coming into a windlass. The anchor locker is very deep. There's availability for a rinse, deck wash, and you have the remote control for the windlass. The forward deck on this Jeanneau is wide and comfortable. You have a nice cushion area here for sunbathing. There's handrails on both sides to help you get around. The weather decks are uncluttered and wide and facilitate walking around and getting around the boat. This particular vessel has a sunroof. So you can see here, this sunroof can be opened. There's shades that are set up from the inside, but the sunshade can be open and it gives the boat more of a sporty look. This boat is equipped with a Raymarine radar, TV antenna, and Starlink. All are part of the setup on this particular Jeanneau. As we go around the weather deck, the handrails are high and easy to access. They'll definitely keep you inside. On the starboard side, we have a hatch to gain access to the outside from the cockpit area. Plenty of handrails along the top, making it easy to maneuver. This side has the wider weather deck. The other side is actually a little bit narrower. As we come aft, we have a great sitting area with a teak table, nice cushion sofa with the extension so you can lay down and relax and enjoy the sun. Teak deck. The table is mounted on a slider, so you can slide the table forward to open the space up. This hatch is the access to the engine room, where you're going to find twin Volvo Penta. Has a nice set of steps to gain access to the engine room and the engine compartment. Freedom has a beautiful dark blue hull, have a hydraulic platform with the dinghy davits, so you can lower it, bring your dinghy up on it, and lift the whole thing out of the water. You have a swim platform installed on the port side stern for easy access back into the platform. Is in the up position. There are two garages available on Freedom. Top one gives you access to store, lines, fenders, life jackets, hoses, and the lower one is a lift-up hatch that gives you more storage for fenders, but it also has your roller for your shore power line. The control for the platform is located on the port side stern. In the back, you have access to the hose, and these hoses are pull-out, so basically you lift the top, pull the hose out, rinse, and you can put it back away. The aft gates are lift and lock. So you lift them up, open them up, and they lock in place. Pretty neat system. Shower. The windows on the ceiling component are wide and large and let a lot of light in, but they're tinted to keep the heat out. On the NC14, the starboard side is going to give you the wider weather deck, which makes it very easy to move forward onto the cabin. There's plenty of handrails on top and bottom to help you navigate that transition safely. On the port side, it's going to be a narrower catwalk, but you still have handrails and handholds on top and the bottom. So it's still relatively safe, but it's more comfortable to go to the forward part of the boat from the starboard side. As we look at the entertainment area on the stern, you're going to have a grill installed right here, and it has a kind of glass top. You have an ice maker, and for docking, to make it easy, because it's a lot easier to do it from back here, you have a joystick control and control to the bow thruster. So with this, you can stand back here and control the position of the boat as you back into your slip. As you can see, here's a lot better view than trying to do it from inside the cockpit area. As we move inside of the main cabin, we have a large countertop on the port side of the boat. This is actually your galley, and I'll show you that in a second. And you have a very large settee in a horseshoe shape with a table that can be adjusted. This is a beautiful leaf table, so it could be opened up to allow for more seating and more guests for dinner. Right here on the port side, we have our electric panel with air conditioner controls. There is storage throughout on the starboard side. You have a window that is available for opening, and you have another one on this side next to the dinette table, and you have a slider door right next to the cockpit area, which makes it convenient for somebody that's steering the boat to be able to step out and go forward if you're single handling and you need to get to the anchor or the bow of the boat. So this is both the lock and the latch. So to close it, you slide it forward, and when it gets to the end, this slides right in. So you lift to open it, and you slide forward, and it'll sit unlocked. The cockpit area is very comfortable. You're actually looking at my view from the seat. You have Volvo Penta, so these are your electronic controls. You have your joystick, speed controls. You have your trim tabs, bow thruster, your fusion radio. You have two Raymarine chart plotters. These are touchscreen style, so you can pretty much set them up the way you want it. Your engine controls, these engines only have less than 625 hours a piece, so not much at all. This is your Volvo Penta gauge, so it tells you fuel consumption, RPMs, your speed and knots, the amount of fuel you have. Over here, we have your autopilot. You have a speaker and the Volvo ignition. You need a fob to activate this in order to be able to start the engines. If you don't have the fob, you cannot start the engine. The forward seat folds. So if you want to be, have a little bit better view, you can pretty much fold the seat. Or if you open the sunroof, so the controls for the sunroof are located here. One will open it, the other one will close it. So this boat has a sunroof. If you want to run with the top open, you can just use these two control buttons to get that accomplished. So I guess if you have that open and you want to stand up in the high position, you can tilt the wheel up and you can lean on the seat once it's folded. As we look to the port side, we have a nice dinette area. The seat has a reclining cushion, but it can be pulled forward. So if you want to have it upright, you can pull it up and you have basically upright sitting for a dinner situation, or you can push it back and have it set up as a lounge style seat. The table will drop down and you can add an additional cushion here to make this a full-on lounging couch. You have a window, as I mentioned, on the other side that can be opened for additional ventilation. This is a remote control that controls the entire boat, so you can navigate and dock and manipulate the boat with just this remote control. Let's look at the galley. So Jeanneau did a nice job creating counter space at the same time than providing you a galley for this wonderful boat. So for starters, you have storage underneath, and this is actually pretty deep, so you have a lot of storage capacity underneath this counter. You have a drawer for your pots and pans or your manuals, your flares, pretty much anything you want. It's a soft close. You have a microwave oven, and this countertop lifts up. It has a hydraulic lifters, so it provides heat protection when it's in this open position. As we continue aft, you have more drawers and storage space. Everything is a soft close setup, so very well done. You have your garbage can on that side and additional shelving. This is another drawer. And finally, you have your refrigerator, which is about probably 6 or 7 cubic feet, and it's nicely tucked away, and it has a light, so when you close it, it kind of blends with the furniture. So very nice setup on this Jeanneau for your galley. And when you're not using your galley, you fold everything down and it's completely out of the way. It looks aesthetically pleasing, so if you're just cruising and having a good time and not cooking, you still have a lot of storage and counter space to use. As we move forward, we go into the living quarters. Now, as we're making our way forward, you see there's a very large countertop space up front here. So there are curtains installed throughout, so you have a deadlight and a deadlight on the back side of the curtains. This can be easily lifted up and open. You have an integrated port light. In addition, you have a lot of storage space. You can see the depth of these cabinets, so lots of room. I'm going to show my reflection, which I normally don't do, but in this case, it makes it a little easier. As you can see, I'm 6 foot tall. I'm standing inside of the head, and I still have a good 8 inches above my head. The height of the cabin carries forward and it gives you a lot of headroom throughout, so it's going to feel very roomy, very comfortable. The shower stall is fantastic. It's a dry head, so there's a sunken shower stall, and this door basically latches on with a magnet, but when not in use, you just simply fold it and lower this latch up here, and it locks it up in place. There is a bench seat, so if you're taking a shower while underway, you can sit down. It'll be a lot safer. Little basket and a shelf for your, bath items. There's your spigot and the valve to open it, and there is a mounting bracket up here, so you can have the height if you're taking a shower and you're standing up. In the master suite, there's also a very large mirror, and you have complete privacy. If you lock the door, basically you have your own private head. So it gives you, if you have guests on board, you can still maintain your privacy. It actually feels pretty good. The doors are latched with magnets down at the base. You can see the little ball down there, and this keeps the door secure, so when you're on your way, they're not flipping around. As we come up from the stateroom, you have your guest bathroom, and this one is also a dry head. You have your door as we had on the master head, so you can enclose that. In this case, the toilet is inside the shower stall, so that is both your toilet and your bench seat if you're taking a shower out here. You have a very nice countertop with cabinetry underneath for storage, and you have additional storage space right behind the mirror. You can see how deep this cabinet is. It's fantastic. You have shades, same as in the other bathroom, which reveal a dead light with a port light integrated. And you have a similar setup on the shower stall. This is a 2-cabin boat, so this is what I would call your crew quarters or the kids' quarters. This is a step down into the stateroom. You have a very tall hanging locker. It gives you plenty of storage room. You have a door to get you into the head, and you have two, I'm going to call them twins because they're wider than the standard. But when you step down, the space, because of the cabin ceiling or the cabin floor basically starts here, is going to limit your height, but it's still pretty wide. So let me show you just for some perspective. Okay, so when I step down, the bed is very large. I can sit upright, so there's plenty of room on this bed. On that bed, you can sit on the edge, but you're going to have the cockpit floor, which is a little bit lower, but it's still, when you lay down, it feels very comfortable. There's a full on, this is definitely kind of a twin bed, and you have lighting integrated, which is adjustable, so you can point it pretty much any way you want. You have additional LEDs on the top, TV, and behind this curtain that I just lifted, I'll bring you in here. You can see that there's another hatch with a port light. So very comfortable space. There's actually a cushion here, so you can sit in there if you're putting your shoes on in the morning. But overall, not bad at all. It's actually very roomy, very comfortable. So if you have a guest, they would be very comfortable on this guest room. So let me get you inside. So as you can see, this is the second bed. You have a light, but the cockpit floor or the salon floor is going to be a little bit lower. And here we're sitting right under the cockpit, so that's a little bit more elevated. So we have headroom in here. And here, when you lay down, you're fine. As you can see, my feet are not touching the other side of the bed. There's a shelf that runs the whole length of the boat. You have the TV and a TV bag to store the remotes. There's lots of headroom. You can see, my arm is not touching the ceiling where I'm laying down. And on your companion bed, there's still plenty of room above, and there's also a light and shelves on that side. As we look to the starboard side, behind this curtain, we have a big dead light with 2 integrated port lights, which, you can see the amount of light coming through there. So these shades are, shade. Basically, they keep a lot of the light out. So when you open them up, they're going to let a lot of light into the space. To get up from bed and move out, You just have to watch the corner here, so you just slide up and you can stand up inside of the room. So very cool. I like the design. It's a nice way to create this crew quarters where it still is practical and it's comfortable, but still providing you, a good amount of storage. As we head out of the guest quarters and we look up, you have lots of headroom. This is kind of the windshield, and you have plenty of handholds throughout to help you get up safely into the main salon area. If you're interested in purchasing this boat, we can absolutely help you with that. Please contact me on the number or email below, and I'll be happy to assist you. If you're looking for something a little bit different, maybe you want a little bit bigger, you want a open cruiser or something with a fly bridge, we can absolutely help you with that. Subscribe to our channel, click on the link above, and that's going to take you to a playlist of different boats, different configurations, and different sizes. There is something in there for everybody. With that, folks, thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you on the water soon.